Hello and welcome. In this video, you will learn what the ketogenic way of eating is, what benefits it will give you, what challenges you may face, and what foods to eat and avoid. In this video, I'm going to answer all these questions. So please keep watching to discover everything to know about this magic formula in this video. But before we start, please like this video and subscribe to the channel if you are new here. This little action really supports us so much and motivates us to produce more and helpful contents for you. Would you like to know exactly what you should eat to lose weight without giving up your favorite food or starving yourself? And you make sure that the keto diet is right for you or not. So click on the link in the description and consult our support to get a customized plan for your keto diet. And get the deliciously easy keto recipes book as a gift. And now let's see the rest of the video. Foods to eat. Meat, any type, beef, pork, lamb, game, poultry, etc. Feel free to eat the fat in the meat as well as the skin on the chicken. If you can afford it, you may want to consider organic or grass-fed meats, although whether this has any significant health benefit is controversial, and scientific findings are still preliminary. Fish and seafood, all kinds, fatty fish such as salmon, mackerel, sardines or herring are great, and might even have health benefits due to high amounts of omega-3 fatty acids. Avoid breading. Eggs, all kinds, boiled, fried, scrambled, omelets, etc. You may want to choose pasture-raised eggs, if possible. Natural fats and high-fat sauces, using butter and cream for cooking can make your low-carb foods taste better. Try a béarnaise or hollandaise sauce. If purchased pre-made, check the ingredients for starches and vegetable oils. Better yet, make it yourself. Coconut fat or olive oil are also good options. Vegetables that grow above ground, cauliflower, broccoli, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, kale, collards, bok choy, spinach, asparagus, zucchini, eggplant, olives, mushrooms, cucumber, avocado, onions, peppers, tomatoes, lettuce, other kinds of leafy greens, etc. These are lowest in net carbs and can be enjoyed at all levels of carb restriction. However, if you are following a keto diet, you may need to limit your portions for certain types, like bell peppers and Brussels sprouts. Low-carb vegetables guide. Dairy products, feel free to choose full-fat options like real butter, cream, sour cream, Greek or Turkish yogurt and high-fat cheeses, which can help you enjoy delicious food while losing weight. Be careful with all milk, as it contains a lot of milk sugar. Avoid flavored and sugary products. Nuts, great for a treat instead of popcorn, candy or chips. Berries, okay in moderation, if you do not need to be super strict with carbs. Great with whipped cream. Drink. Water, try to make this your drink of choice. Flavored or sparkling water is fine too, but be sure to read the ingredients list to check for added sugars, or simply look at the nutrition label. Coffee, black or with small amounts of milk or cream is ideal for weight loss. Beware of adding lots of milk or cream, especially if you drink coffee regularly throughout the day, even when you're not hungry. But if you are hungry and need extra calories, feel free to use full-fat cream. Or try it with coconut oil and butter. Tea. Special events. If you invited out or celebrating, you don't have to derail your diet. While too much celebrating can slow down weight loss, after a special event, just get right back to the diet and progress will resume. You can drink these alcohol in moderation, dry wine, champagne or sparkling wine, whiskey, brandy, vodka and gin. Vodka and soda water with a wedge of lime makes a great, crisp drink. Dark chocolate, above 70% cocoa, preferably only in small amounts. Do not eat high-carb foods. Sugar, the worst choice, period. Soft drinks, candy, juice, sports drinks, chocolate, cakes, buns, pastries, ice cream, breakfast cereals, avoid them all. Although controversial based on scientific definitions, many find sugar to have addictive properties. Preferably avoid or limit artificial sweeteners as well. Starch. Flour, wheat products or other refined cereal grains, even if labeled gluten-free. This means bread, buns, pasta, crackers, porridge, muesli. Whole grains are included here too. On a low-carb diet, they are just less bad. Also avoid potatoes, sweet potatoes too, potato chips, French fries, corn products and popped corn, and rice. Beer, made from fermented grain and hops, beer is basically bread in liquid form. We recommend avoiding it altogether. Lower carb beers are available, but keep in mind that they still contain more carbs than dry wine or pure liquor. Fruit, while berries like blueberries, raspberries and strawberries are fine in small to moderate amounts, be careful with other fruits. They are fairly high in carbs and sugar, which can raise blood sugar, slow down weight loss, and possibly worsen metabolic issues. Consider it nature's candy, fine for a special treat, but probably not something to consume daily on a very low-carb diet. Be very skeptical of special low-carb products, such as pasta or chocolate. They're often full of carbs once you see through the creative marketing. There are many companies that use deceptive advertising to entice you into buying their low-carb products that are full of starch, flour, sugar alcohols and other sweeteners, and strange additives. One of the largest of such companies was fined $8 million for lying about the carb content of their products. 2 simple rules to avoid this junk. Don't eat low-carb versions of high-carb stuff, like cookies, bars, chocolate, bread, pasta or ice cream, unless you are sure of the ingredients. Avoid products with the words net carbs on them. That's usually just a way to fool you, and they are rarely good low-carb foods. Also, preferably avoid margarine. It's a solid form of industrial seed and vegetable oils that contains trans fats. Why eat imitation butter when real butter is probably tastier and better for you? Eat high-quality, minimally processed, low-carb foods. Shop the rim of the store and avoid packaged goods. Buy at local farmers markets. A good strategy is to eat only low-carb foods that were available hundreds or even thousands of years ago. If it has a long list of ingredients and words on its label you've never heard of, don't eat it. How many grams of carbs can you eat in a day and still be low-carb? Many people on the standard American diet consume more than 250 to 350 grams of carbs a day. So when you adopt a low-carb diet, anything below about 100 grams a day may reap weight loss and metabolic benefits. However, the more weight you want to lose, or the more your health has suffered from the sad way of eating, the fewer carbs you may want to consume when beginning a low-carb diet. If you stay under 20 grams of carbs a day, you will be eating a very low-carb or ketogenic diet, in which your body converts from burning carbs to burning fat and ketones for fuel. Ketogenic diets can also suppress appetite, so you end up eating less without getting hungry. Some people can do very well consuming slightly more carbs as long as those come from healthy, real low-carb foods, devoid of added sugars or refined carbohydrates. Once people reach their weight loss or health goals, some find they can add a few more carbs back into their diets from time to time. You may need to experiment to see where you feel your best and are able to easily maintain your weight and control cravings. Many people find that if they add carbs back in, their cravings for higher carbohydrate foods return. Don't fear fat. After years of being told to avoid fat and eat low-fat foods, many people find the hardest part of adopting the diet is adding more fat. A low-carb diet needs fat, especially in the beginning. Fat adds taste and calories. Get it from using butter, coconut oil, high-fat cheese, olive oil, avocado oil, even beef and bacon fat. Just don't overdo it, since eating too much fat can prevent you from burning your stored body fat. How do you know how much fat you should eat? At the start, do not deny yourself fat. Eat enough so that you are satisfied and you do not feel hungry. Reducing your carb intake is what helps you become fat-adapted, burning fat for fuel efficiently. Eating fat helps you make the transition without being hungry or having intense cravings. You will know that you are fat-adapted when you do not need to eat every few hours and you no longer feel the highs and lows that can accompany a high-carb diet. Once your body is fat-adapted, you can then consume a little less fat at every meal and let your body burn what it needs for energy from your fat stores. This can help you lose weight. If at any time you feel deprived, unsatisfied, or have cravings, you can add fat back into your diet. Listen to your body. If you consume more fat than your body needs, it may slow down your fat loss. If you eat too little fat, however, you may feel tired, grumpy, or have cravings. In short, start by reducing your carbs, eating enough protein, and adding fat for taste. You don't need to count calories. Eat when you are hungry. Stop when you are satisfied. Easy peasy. 4. Low-carb breakfasts. Breakfast is a great time to eat low-carb foods. Who doesn't love bacon and eggs? And there are so many more options, delicious, fast, or both. Basic low-carb breakfasts such as leftovers from last night's dinner, coffee with cream, a can of mackerel and boiled eggs, avocado, salmon, and sour cream, cheese with butter, boiled eggs mashed with butter, chopped chives, salt and pepper, a piece of brie cheese and some ham or salami, or a full breakfast tapas plate, high-fat yogurt with nuts and seeds and perhaps berries. The no breakfast option. Do you need breakfast on a low-carb diet? No. On a low-carb, high-fat diet, you're likely not as hungry and you don't need to eat as often. Skipping breakfast is perfectly fine if you're not hungry. Perhaps you'll only have a cup of coffee. In fact, skipping breakfast is often a component of time-restricted eating, a popular version of intermittent fasting. This may speed up weight loss and improve the control of type 2 diabetes. As a bonus, you can save time and money. Are you feeling brave enough to skip breakfast? 5. Low-carb lunches and dinners. Suggestions for low-carb lunches and dinners. Meat, fish, or chicken dishes with vegetables and a rich full-fat sauce. There are many alternatives to potatoes, such as mashed cauliflower. Stews, soups, or casseroles with low-carb ingredients. You can use most recipes in cookbooks if you avoid the carbohydrate-rich ingredients. Drink water with your meal or a glass of wine. 6. Low-carb snacks and desserts. On a low-carbohydrate diet with more protein and a little extra fat, you will probably not need to eat as often. Don't be surprised if you no longer need to snack. Many people do well eating 2 or 3 meals per day and nothing in between. If you always get hungry between meals, you're probably not eating enough protein. Try increasing protein first before adding more fat. If you are getting adequate amounts of protein and fiber-filled veggies, then eat more calories from fat until you feel satisfied. Snacks. Olives and nuts may replace potato chips as snacks. These are more low-carb snack options. Mixed nuts. Sausage, cut it in pieces, add a piece of cheese and stick a toothpick through them. You may want to check the nutrition label for the carb content of the sausages. Some are made cheaper by adding in starchy carbs instead of meat. Vegetables with dip, try cucumber sticks, red, yellow, or green peppers, cauliflower, etc. Cream cheese rolls. Spread some cream cheese on a piece of salami, prosciutto or cold cuts, or a long slice of cucumber, then roll it up. Olives. Parmesan cheese crisps. On a baking tray, form small piles of grated Parmesan cheese. Heat in oven at 225 degrees Celsius. Let them melt until they turn a nice color. Serve as chips, perhaps with some dip. 7. Low-carb bread. Do you miss bread? There are good low-carb options, but unfortunately it's hard to find them in stores. Low-carb bread from stores is often far from low-carb. It's a valuable investment that you have ever made in your life. Get your Custom Keto Diet today. Click the link in the description to start right now. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. Just click on the subscribe button below this video, and if you have any question, please go ahead, let me know by leaving a comment below right now.